Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome to Iraqi Dinar Central. I'm Ali, and today's update, wow. This might just be the one that changes how you see everything. If you're holding dinar or even just curious about what's going on in Iraq and the global financial stage, you're going to want to stick around. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, tap the bell so you don't miss anything, and let's jump into it. I know what a lot of you are thinking. You've been in this space for years. You've heard it all before. It's happening soon. Any day now. And maybe you're feeling tired, frustrated, even skeptical. And you know what? That's totally fair. But something is different now. And that difference isn't just hope or hype. It's tangible change happening on the ground and in the global sphere. We're talking about digital banking reforms, international financial partnerships, foreign investment at historic levels, security shifts in the region, and a government using language like Renaissance to describe what's coming next. This isn't business as usual. This is Iraq preparing for a comeback on the world stage. Let's start with Militiaman's recent intel. He's been talking about Iraq's banking reform, but here's the kicker. It's happening internationally. This isn't just an upgrade for internal systems. This is Iraq connecting its financial institutions to the global digital economy. Think about that. Countries don't go digital with cross-border payments and blockchain integration just to keep their currency locked at 1,310 IQD to 1 USD. This kind of overhaul is the infrastructure phase, the behind-the-scenes prep before a major financial shift. Even the CBI, Central Bank of Iraq governor, keeps dropping references to digital currencies. And you know central bankers don't talk like that unless groundwork is being laid. They're preparing for a shift, possibly to a central bank digital currency, CBDC model. That's not a local play, that's global alignment. Now let's talk security, because without stability there's no revaluation. Frank 26 brought up something huge, a recent article suggesting that Iran-backed militias in Iraq are considering disarmament. Now ask yourself, why now? Frank's take is that they're nervous. Nervous about pressure from the US, from Trump's influence, and from the rapidly shifting environment. And if those militias step aside, guess what else disappears? One of the biggest roadblocks to Iraq's economic transformation. A major reason why international investors were hesitant. With that out of the way, we're looking at a new Iraq. An Iraq that's stable, secure, and open for business. Now here's a quote that gave me chills. Prime Minister al-Sudani publicly said that Iraq is experiencing political, economic, and social stability across the board. And then he called it an unprecedented development renaissance. You don't toss that word around lightly. Renaissance means rebirth. It means something brand new is emerging. Something the world is about to see and potentially benefit from. If you're a dinar holder, that should get your attention. Because every time Iraq steps closer to modernization and global integration, the odds of a currency value shift increase. Let's get into the banking partnerships, because this is where the money is, literally. Samson reported that Sudani is pushing for expanded relationships between Iraqi banks and JPMorgan Chase. And let's be real, JPMorgan doesn't waste time. When they're involved, it means global banking standards, audit-ready processes, and serious trust building with international investors. This isn't just optics. It's about rebuilding Iraq's credibility in global finance, and that opens the door for real exchange rate shifts. Then there's Walking Stick, and his take is super interesting. He mentioned a U.S. bank branch in Michigan, strategically placed in a heavily Iraqi community. Why would that matter? Because when the time comes, when the rate changes, Iraqi expats will need reliable, fast, and legitimate places to exchange and manage their wealth. These branches are ready. This isn't underground or speculative. It's compliant, private, and fully American. Even Marx can barely contain the buzz. He's saying that what's coming out this week is some of the most positive news in years. High-level delegations, redemption center activity, global investors paying attention, and MNT GOAT adds that U.S. policy under the current administration is creating momentum in Iraq. New foreign policies equal-sign new strategies on the ground in Baghdad. This is global economic strategy at work, and Iraq is not just a spectator, they're a key player. And don't sleep on the 101-member U.S. trade mission that just landed in Baghdad. That's the largest American trade mission in Iraq's history. They're there to sign deals, not take selfies. Backed by the U.S. Department of Commerce, this shows real intent. Iraq is open for global business. Add to that new customs procedures and trade protections. Iraq is reducing its dependence on oil and creating diverse revenue streams. That's the foundation of a stable, modern economy and a critical step toward global currency integration. Now the million or billion-dollar question, is the exchange rate about to change? No official confirmation yet, but Walking Stick believes the 3 zeros are already lifted behind the scenes. It's just about when they reveal it publicly. And Ray-Ren98 gave us one of his famous cryptic drops. Get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow might be busy. You know the drill. When Ray talks like that, something's up. The 2025 budget tables are also expected in Parliament any day now. And many believe that budget could be the mechanism that delivers the rate change. Now to keep it balanced, Pimpy reminds us, yes, the dinar will revalue, but don't expect to become millionaires overnight. That's fair. That's grounded. But even he agrees there's profit to be made. So manage your expectations. Be wise, but stay aware. This isn't just about a currency. This is about witnessing history. A nation once torn by war and corruption is now standing on the edge of a financial rebirth. And you're here watching, waiting, preparing. You're not late. You're actually ahead of the curve. So if you've been holding on to your dinar, wondering if you made the right decision, pay attention to the signs. Digital infrastructure, U.S. trade deals, global partnerships, militia disarmament budget timing central bank. Digital currency moves, it's all lining up. So what's next? More meetings, more reforms, more international partnerships. We're heading into a new phase, and I'll be here to break it down for you, every step of the way. If you haven't already, subscribe, like this video, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next update. This is Ali, this is Iraqi Dinar Central, and we're in this together. Buckle up, because things are moving fast. And if you're here now, you're right on time. Newshound Guru. Militiaman. I can't tell you it's going to happen tonight, tomorrow, or the next, but they told you they've launched the new banking sector reforms at an international level. They're communicating with local and international. They're talking about digital currencies, cross-border payments, making things more efficient. Iraq's new digital dinar is going to be a part of that system. Allah keeps talking about digital currencies. He's a central banker. He knows what the central banks know. Like it or not, things are changing.